Ferris, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about the Skillcraft U.S. government issue pin. These are pins that you can find throughout the offices here around the battalion, and they're more popular than what you think. I've handed you all out a PowerPoint because our projector does not work, and a pin also is a visual aid, and feel free to take apart the pin and examine it while I give you guys a speech. If you have any questions at any time, just raise your hand, let me know, and I'll try to answer the best I can. Good? So when you guys go and look for a pin, like you guys usually look for something like style, color, the size of the pin, performance, price may have a factor, but when the government put out a contract in 1978, all they were concerned about was performance. They needed 16 pages of strict military requirements. So some of these restrictions were ink written on paper should not go away after being submerged for 48 hours. So if you write on a piece of paper, it gets wet in the field, the ink doesn't go away for up to 2 days. The next requirement was that the length must not be any longer than 4 5/8 inch with ½ inch of leeway in either way. Next, all metal on the pin has to be corrosion resistant. That way if it gets wet, which we all know happens regularly in the field, like it doesn't rust or like start falling apart. Same with the plastic, it can't crack, warp, or discolor during the use or service. So Skillcraft won the contract. Skillcraft is a company that was started by the National Industries for the Blind. That was also created in 1938 from the Wagner-O'Day Act as part of the New Deal plan for President Roosevelt. It is meant to give jobs to blind people, that way they can self-sustain throughout society. Skillcraft was actually founded from National Industry of the Blind in 1952 when they started selling mops and brooms to the U.S. government. Skillcraft employs over 5,000 blind Americans throughout 44 states in the United States. The company has over 3,000 products in their line, and it ranges from office supplies, janitorial equipment, uniforms, and hospital supplies. So now more about the pin. What they created was the one you have in your hand. It says Skillcraft U.S. Government on the side. This pin can write continuously for a mile in temperatures up to 160 degrees and all the way down to 40 below. The ink cartridge is capable of producing a line with as little as 125 grams of pressure. So basically you can set the pen on a piece of paper with its own weight and just move it side to side and it will start writing a line of ink. This pen will also not have any more than 15 blobs per 1,000 feet on average, with no more than 25 blobs per 1,000 feet out of 5,000. So that means that you can have 1,000 feet with 25 in it, but it can't average throughout the 5,000 with more than 15. And then, so with the requirement of not removing the ink after being submerged for 48 hours, this ink will also not be removed after 2 applications of bleach. So you come into a situation where your paper gets soaked by bleach, you can do that twice without the ink being removed. So we as military members use things for all sorts of uses. And this pen has some rubric uses that I could not verify throughout the internet, but it's very interesting. The length of the pen when the tip is extended used to be the length of 125 nautical miles on a 1 to 25,000 scale map, which helped pilots in emergency cases for navigation. This clip can stand in for a 2-inch fuse in old style radios. If you were a avionics guy or a radio operator, if you blew a fuse back in the day, you could swap this clip out and use it for that. It is also rumored that the width of the clip was the maximum length of a woman's fingernail could be when the pin was issued originally. Also, the plastic will not burn more than 2.5 inches per minute, so you have approximately 5 minutes of light or heat that you could use if you could light this thing on fire. So today I've told you guys about what the government required, a few facts about Skillcraft as a company, and the actual specifications of this pen. You can keep the pen if you would like. Is there any questions that I have at this time?
So this model pen is made like exclusively for the government?
Yes, it is. Civilians can buy it, but it meets the specific requirements for the U.S. government. I also would like to let you guys know my main sources were 2 articles one written by Long Q Mai, and her article is called Low-Tech Skillcraft Pens Endure in a High-Tech World, and she wrote that for the Washington Post. And another article called Skillcraft Pens, a pen enriched in American-made history, and that is on americanmanufacturing.org. I also have a few quotes from members that work for Skillcraft that I forgot to mention. Janet Anginelli works at Industry for the Blind in Milwaukee. She said that finding work was a challenge. Whenever my eyesight came up, job interviews pretty much ended. Then I learned about National Industries for the Blind. Today, she manages a team of 20 people who are blind, providing quality products to the U.S. military and their families. And just like the military, my team always gives 100%. And then also the operations manager, Richard Oliver, says that this pen is like the Coca-Cola of pens. So these people are very proud of the product, and that's why it has stayed in production for so long. So that concludes my speech. If anybody has any questions later, you can find me throughout the day, and I will try to answer them as I can. Thank you.